Luphisra here. Back to play more of Secret Files 2, Puritas Cordis. So I need to find out what room Katrina is in. I need to give her a gift. Marzipan balls? No. No. CD? No. Baseball cap? No. The poster?
I've got an idea. It might work. Could I leave this poster with you? It's for Miss Jordan.
Of course, no problem. I'll put it in her box and give it to her at the earliest opportunity.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. That's what I'm here for. Is there
Thank you for the welcome back.
No, not at the moment.
Then will you please excuse me? I have something important to attend to.
So don't mind me for being a little slow in this part of the playthrough, because I'm eating my snack.
It is clearly too high to see over or jump over.
I'm slowly eating my snack while I'm playing. Okay.
The safe deposit boxes are reflected in the CD. If the porter really did put the poster in the right box, then Katharina Jordan must be in cabin number 2.
Ah, cabin number 2.
I should only wear the disguise.
Fine. Disguise yourself.
Okay, all I have to do now is put on a slightly stupid expression, then I could easily pass as her twin sister.
All right, number 2.
Hello.
Hello, Ms. Jordan?
Hey, not bad. I'd like my room key. That's number 2.
Yes, of course. It's right here at the front. Here you go.
Thank you. I'll change back again.
Nice.
Nobody seems to be inside, and I can't get in without a key.
Is that not number 2?
Nobody seems...
That's not number 2. 4 and 5. What's this? This is 7. This is... Is that on number 2? That's number 2. Okay. Save. Wait, my handbag.
I'll just have another quick look. Yes, it's definitely mine. I'll be interested to hear what the Honorable Ms. Jordan has to say in her defense.
Nice idea. Under the bed we go.
It'd be easier to find a needle in a haystack, but what else can I do? Let's hear what the others think. It's me. No, that's why I'm calling. I've searched half the ship, and I still haven't found anything. I'm well aware of that, but further problems have arisen. Yeah, I hope so too. We're running out of time.
And suddenly there are subtitles.
Sure, the whole thing doesn't end in a huge catastrophe. Okay, I'll get back to you as soon as I have any news.
Phew, that was close. Who was that? And what was he looking for? A passenger? Or a member of the crew? And what is this disaster he keeps talking about? I should really be careful who I talk to and about what. I can't really trust anyone, with the exception of little Oscar, perhaps.
Yeah, the nicest character, little Oscar.
The magazine looks like complete garbage, but it has George Rooney on the cover. That's a good enough reason to buy it.
Who's George Rooney?
If I hadn't seen the owner, I'd say her clothes identify her as a typical bimbo. But since I already know the lady, I know for a fact that she's a typical bimbo. These clothes really aren't to my taste.
Okay, nothing else that I could really look at.
Why do cabins like this always seem to be furnished by colorblind interior decorators?
No idea. I don't really care. I got my handbag.
My handbag. Looks like everything is still here.
Thank God. I found my handbag. And the bell's gone. I made the bell with all my effort. And they took it away. Damn it. The dude's slacking on his job. Jeez. Hello, Miss Jordan.
Ms. Jordan, I need to have a serious word with you.
Gotta get some grub? Go get your grub.
My handbag, which I found in your cabin.
You've been in my cabin? That's a break-in. I'll have you sent to jail.
Do you really want us to go to the captain and settle matters there?
Okay. You're right. Let me explain myself.
I'm listening.
Just a minute. First I need a drink to get over the shock.
You can have one, but then I want to know what's going on here. What would you like to drink? Gin and tonic?
A Bloody Mary. I only drink Bloody Marys.
No problem. Coming right up.
I still have to serve her? What the fuck? Okay, I want a Bloody Mary.
See? We're both still alive.
You just keep on joking. You'll have that smile wiped off your face soon. Just you wait and see.
I'd like a Bloody Mary.
Do you think drinking alcohol at this early hour will help you forget the miseries of this world?
What? I thought you were a barkeeper.
Well, of course you're welcome to have a cocktail, but
Great.
Just give me my cocktail.
just one moment, just a second.
Maybe I should have ordered one myself. Some of the people on board are difficult to bear when you're sober.
There you go. But please remember my words.
Oh, shut up.
Yes, I'll do that. As soon as the great flood comes and we're up to our neck in water. Maybe he should be paying more attention to his drinks. A Bloody Mary in this kind of glass? Either he's out to annoy me, or he doesn't know the first thing about cocktails. I'll go find myself a safe spot, just in case the end of the world suddenly dawns on us.
He really doesn't deserve his job. But hey, your cocktail. Just tell me it's the right one.
Jordan, here's your cocktail.
Thank you.
So, what have you got to say?
Okay, what I'm about to tell you may sound a bit strange, but it really happened.
Just tell me what's going on.
We'll see what seems reasonably believable.
After what I've seen in the previous game, everything goes.
Past your cabin last night. The door was ajar and I was just curious, that's all. I peeked through the gap and saw a masked man searching through your luggage. He must have noticed me somehow because he turned around suddenly and dragged me into the cabin. He pushed me up against the wall. His hand was at my throat. I hardly dared to breathe. I don't know how long I stood there, but it felt like an eternity. The masked man probably didn't know what exactly he should do next either. Then I heard soft footsteps in the corridor, approaching the cabin. For a moment I thought maybe I should cry for help. And then suddenly, there was this gun before my eyes. The man hissed, "Shut up or I'll kill you." I was numb with fear, and even when he let go of me and slammed the door on you, I didn't dare move. A moment later, the man was standing behind me again, and he whispered in my ear, "If you tell anyone that you saw me here, you're dead." Now go to the ship's doctor and tell him the woman took an awkward fall and hit her head against the door. And remember, whatever you do, I'll be watching you closely. What was I supposed to do?
So he was, I mean, she was threatened.
No idea. I'm sure it will go away again just as suddenly as it came.
Oh no, she's poisoned.
That's much better. When I got back to
Please don't tell me she was poisoned. She's gonna die.
this handbag on my table, I was scared because I suddenly realized that this man could enter my cabin anytime he wanted. I swear I haven't touched the handbag. Every time I looked at it, it sent shivers down my spine.
I don't know. I've heard more convincing stories. On the other hand, you must be a really good actress if the panic in your eyes isn't genuine. Did you recognize the man? You don't look as if you're any better. Do you want me to call a doctor?
I can't really breathe properly. Anyway, the guy... I'm not quite sure, but...
She's gonna die.
he
I'm
reminds
calling it now. She's gonna die.
Jordan? Miss Jordan, are you okay? Oh no!
She's dead.
She suddenly started coughing terribly. It got worse and worse until she could hardly breathe.
The doc will put her right. Don't you worry.
But I do. This was meant to be a relaxing cruise, but I'm about as far away from that as I am from Hawaii. I should have a lie down for an hour or two. My headache from the incident with the door is getting worse. I should head for the restaurant now. I wonder what that mysterious passenger from cabin number 5 will be able to tell me about the strange goings-on aboard this ship.
If he's not responsible for the death of Katharina Jordan.
Tell me some vitally important news regarding the incidents on the ship, and now he's not here. Men. So I'll give him another 5 minutes. After that, it's his bad luck.
And yes, I gave her the cocktail, but it was the bartender that made the cocktail, though. I just passed it
Overboard?
over to him. And yes, the doctor
Must have.
or nurse
Who could have? And if not, what if there really is somebody out there?
was thrown overboard.
See, I will tell the captain just to be sure. He'll know what to do.
And you're positive that somebody fell overboard?
I'm positive.
You know, it was like this. I was just sitting in the restaurant, waiting for somebody. And suddenly I heard voices.
That's not unusual at sea. Never heard of the ship's kobold?
I'm serious. There were these 2 men and they were fighting. Well, at least I saw 2 shadows and got the impression that they were fighting each other. Then there was a loud splash, as if one of them had fallen into the water, and I could see only 1 shadow after that.
You really think someone was thrown overboard?
It looked like it, at least.
Did you recognize these men?
No, I only know that one of them had a long ponytail.
I saw the man. It was the doctor person.
But the figure looked more like that of a man. The guy with the ponytail suddenly disappeared after the loud splash.
There's only one person on board who has a ponytail. Our ship's doctor. I find it hard to believe what you've just told me, but it can't hurt to have a look together. The doctor should still be in the sickbay with Miss Jordan.
Thank you.
Let's go take a look then.
See? Everything's fine. Our ship's doctor is taking great care of his patient.
You think I'm crazy, don't you? I was sure that there was a fight.
Wait, she's inside the
Oh, I don't think you're crazy. It was dark, and these things do happen.
Hold on. Can I confirm?
Sleep for a few hours.
Actually,
I need to return to the bridge now. Good night.
yes, thank you. Same to you. Strange. Did I really just imagine it? Oh well, while I'm busy making a fool of myself, I might as well go and check whether my date has finally shown up. Just wait. I'll have something to say to him tomorrow, but I've had enough for today. I'm going to bed now. Well, now I'm reasonably well rested and...
Okay, fast forward to the next day, apparently.
Show up for dinner, a good talking to. but I just heard very distinct noises. Looks like that coward doesn't dare leave his cabin. Is he only afraid of being yelled at, or does he really have something to hide? Maybe I should go to the lower deck and look through the porthole of his cabin. What's the doctor doing in this cabin? And is he really the doctor? And if he is, why is he wearing a wig? But even more important, who is treating Katerina Jordan? I really need to check up on her.
This is not a doctor. This is the crazy guy. He killed the doctor. Katerina, I don't like you, but... Are you okay? Are you still alive?
The door to the sick bay is locked. Poor soul. Hopefully she'll be better soon. I don't really like her, but she's lying somewhat strangely. So twisted. People don't lie like that. Something's very
She's dead.
wrong here.
I'm sure she's dead.
Captain may well finally call me mad, but if something really has happened, then somebody should do something about it, and fast.
Okay, Captain. You need to go down and check up on Katrina because she looks dead.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I was in the sick bay earlier, and I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with this Katerina Jordan person. I can't say I find her particularly likable, but the way...
I mean, I don't like her, but I don't want her to die.
Don't you worry. Our ship's doctor is an excellent man. He knows what he's doing.
But he's not the doctor.
But he wasn't anywhere to be seen.
Do you really think the doctor would just leave his patient to die? I'm talking to you right now, but I'm still making sure we always stay on course at the same time. Just trust the experts. They know what they're doing.
I can instantly think of about 1,200 examples of the opposite, but I'm not going to be able to convince the captain without concrete proof. Does your doctor wear a wig?
Not that I know of. Why?
He's in a passenger's cabin at the moment, and he's definitely wearing a wig.
Look, I don't want to get personal, but you seem to have experienced a number of strange...
This captain, though, I swear, man.
disappearing hand...
I swear. You could just unlock the door and call the doctor, look at his face.
Please understand.
I want to slap him.
Really got enough to do on this ship without taking care of the passengers' entertainment program.
Well,
Now just go and find yourself a nice deck chair and enjoy the journey.
but do I really look like some bored bimbo who just makes all this stuff up in order to grab the limelight? It seems I do. So I need...
Got some roasting pork from rotisserie next door.
So I'll
Trying to make some rice. Ooh, sounds nice.
let you get back to work.
Thank you.
That sounds nice, actually. I would have gone for chicken, but that's just me. What are you doing here?
Why are you working as a barkeeper now? Didn't you have enough work to do as a porter?
Yes, more than enough. But what am I supposed to do? Special circumstances require special measures.
You're telling me. Where's your colleague?
That's a very good question, which I have already asked myself. When I see him next, he'd better dress up warm.
The question is, does the barkeeper's disappearance mean he had something to do with yesterday's events? And if so, is he the victim or the perpetrator? I must keep my eyes peeled.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Make sure I don't become the next person everyone worries about. For how long has little Oscar been drumming already?
It seems like forever, but that's probably just my impression.
Yes, probably. Can't you persuade him to take a short break, or a long one?
I've already tried that, and it turned out to be a serious mistake. The kid would probably have stopped a long time ago if he didn't know how much he's annoying me.
And you put up with that?
He is the captain's son.
Ooh, yeah, that's bad.
I'd be eternally grateful.
I won't promise anything, but I can try.
I can try for sure.
Is it worth opening the bar? There's not really much happening here.
To be precise, there's nothing at all happening here. But that's no wonder with that racket going on. Who wants to listen to hours of arrhythmic drumming if they can avoid it? But as long as there are no other guests here, I can at least escape the noise with my MP3 player.
I'm leaving.
Back when we used MP3 players.
Barkeeper, while I'm gone, I'll send him to you, okay?
I would be very grateful to you.
Okay, let me talk to Oscar. So he can shut up and stop the drumming.
Nice drums you've got there.
They're bongos.
Oh, sorry. How could I?
No problem.
You're making a terrible racket with those things. Can't you
Ooh.
yourself some other
Seriously? It's
No problem. How?
Well, how about playing ping pong, for example?
I've already played that. But the last ball fell into the sea.
Oh, well, what about swimming?
No, that's really boring.
Yes, well, what about reading?
yeah, the bong tapping was really annoying.
It won't be easy to persuade you to stop.
And this boy is very annoying.
That won't be easy.
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Well, now I'm really curious.
Cheeky kid. I like him, but it's difficult to look past that cheeky kid label.
I agree. I like him, but he's annoying.
The barkeeper told me you scared off all the guests with your racket. Don't you think it's time you stopped that now?
No.
You can accuse him of a lot of things, but at least he stands by his opinion, loud and clear.
I didn't add warning up to you after I would be throwing you overboard.
Okay then, I'll leave you and this deck to this terrible noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, very annoying indeed. I need to distract him somehow. No, he's not interested in that magazine. Potato? No. I will come up with something later.
I had actually imagined that I would be spending the crossing lounging in a deck chair. Instead of that, I'm having to deal with all kinds of incredible problems.
Yeah, unfortunately for you, Nina. Unfortunately for you. Oh, shut up. Is he still there?
A strange cabin, that wig, and the fight last night. Even if the captain seems to worry about nothing but avoiding imaginary icebergs, if I can present him with clear-cut proof that there's something screwy happening here, he will hardly be able to bury his head in the sand anymore.
I need to get the picture. The camera from the other guy. Feng Li. You're for being a point-and-click adventure MC. Well, yeah.
Hello, Mr. Lee.
It's like Nancy Drew, always getting into trouble because she's the main
Are
character
you on board simply
of a
to relax?
video game.
The same strategy as you. I like to combine business with pleasure. I'm on my way to a conference of the IADSES.
May I ask?
Of course, the International Association of the Discoverers of Stars in Everyday Situations.
Come again?
Virtually every magazine has sensational shots of stars in extremely embarrassing situations.
Yes, you can't really miss them.
We are also on the hunt for photos of famous people, but we don't climb trees and we don't creep through sewers. We have a code of honor.
I see.
For us, it's all about catching the star in a completely everyday situation in public. For example, when they are shopping in the supermarket, or driving, or going for a walk.
Sounds interesting.
So he's just a paparazzi, I guess.
I always thought the Chinese couldn't pronounce ours properly.
And that is racist, Nina.
We thought Russians spent the whole day drinking vodka.
You can't beat good old cliches and prejudices. That's a fine collection of cameras you have there. Aren't they pretty heavy?
Yes, they are. But I was once lucky enough to meet Gina Turner at a car dealer's. I nearly wept for joy. And then the camera didn't work. Didn't have a clue why, it just didn't work. I never really recovered from that trauma.
Understandable.
Well,
Who is Gina Turner?
I always have at least 3 different cameras with me, so that something like that can never happen again.
You seem completely fascinated by the photos.
To be honest, my fascination does have very definite boundaries. I only find the unknown beauty under the birch tree really fascinating. However, she does not seem to be a star, at least not yet. But perhaps that will change one day. Everyone started in a small way, you know. My first star was Sophia Lorraine, who accidentally spent too much time standing over a ventilation shaft during the opening of a department store. Unfortunately, it turned out that it wasn't Sophia Lorraine at all, but just a double. And it was no accident, but deliberately planned that way by the department store owner. Nevertheless, that was what started my passion for star photography.
And the photos on the wall can't even keep up with the Sophia Lorraine double?
Not yet, but I haven't looked at all the photos yet. Maybe one of them is a real hit. However, I realize I've become quite spoiled in this respect. Only real stars excite me now, and they probably wouldn't be seen dead on this kind
Do I
of...
need to trick him that it was a real star in
Right there.
cabin 5?
You usually bump into stars where you least expect them. For example, I once met a senator in the ladies' room. It was very embarrassing for him.
I can well imagine. But what were you doing in the ladies' room yourself?
That's a long story that you probably wouldn't understand.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't understand.
Could I possibly borrow one of your cameras?
I'm sorry, but I never lend them out. Since that time with Gina Turner.
Yeah, I get it. But it would only be very briefly. The Polaroid will do, and it really is very important.
I'm sorry, but if a star should suddenly turn up here for...
You're in the middle of the fucking ocean. If you have not seen a star by now,
The likelihood of that scenario actually taking place,
there's no star on the ship.
and the risk of being struck here and now by a coconut.
You would be surprised how many people...
All right, I can see that you can't be...
The amount of stupid idiots on this ship,
I'll
I
let you know if
swear.
you happen to any stars on the way.
Oh, that would be nice.
Like, seriously, man, seriously. I can convince him. George Clooney.
The magazine looks like complete garbage, but it has George Rooney on the cover. That's a good enough reason to buy it.
Sorry, it's George Rooney, not George Clooney.
While my hair looks fine in any kind of weather, that would just be wanton destruction.
So I need to get this camera somehow. Trick him into giving it to me. But how do I do that? How do I do that?
A strange cabin. If I can present him with clear-cut proof that there's something screwy happening here, he will hardly be able to bury his head in the sand anymore.
I need a photo, but how do I get that photo?
My handbag.
What do I do now at this point? I go back into her room and see if there are clues.
If I hadn't these clothes, TV inspectors would probably find dozens of pieces of evidence.
Clue how to
instead,
stop the
but I can't
kid.
get anything out of the
I
ordinary.
might need to take a peek at that walkthrough. Hold on. Okay, I apparently need to go to the restaurant. All right. frame up this photo.
If I fold the cover correctly, you can't see the text anymore. Now, you could almost mistake it for a real photo.
And apparently there's something to pick up here as well.
That doesn't appear to make sense at the moment.
No? What about you? Who are you? I mean, I know who you are, but
Hello,
why are you standing
Hello,
here?
pretty lady. What a piece of luck meeting you here. Have you taken part in our fantastic prize draw yet?
No, not that I know of.
Well, then it's high time you did. Otherwise, you'll miss out on our great prizes.
And what are they?
Oh, I haven't properly introduced myself. You probably already know that my name is Fleming Olsen, right?
No, I don't.
But what's in a name? I can remember you clearly anyway.
Great. I leave a lasting impression on most people.
Not a very good lasting impression.
Forget me so quickly.
Yes, you can say that again.
There's something I'm sure you didn't know. I work for Rain Cloud Travels, the largest and most popular travel agency in Europe.
Of course.
Like we organize
Why would you not?
all kinds of destinations, imaginable and unimaginable. You choose one and we'll take you there. But not just like that. Our luxury coaches will ensure that you arrive at your destination relaxed and well rested. And
Great. What about the prize draw then?
oh yeah, I almost forgot. Even after so many years, I still get all worked up when I think of all the great possibilities we offer our customers. They include, for example,
How does the prize draw work? What exactly can I win?
Lucky they fast forward for me. I don't want to listen to all that.
on the table, you can see a few landmarks from the destinations that we at Rain Cloud Travels offer tours to. Anyone who wants to take part has to build a model of one of these landmarks for a chance to experience an unbelievable, unforgettable journey.
Yes, I know some people who have traveled with this company and will probably never be able to forget it for the rest of their lives.
As I said, some
Why?
already
Is that something I don't know that happened, Nina, that you need to tell me about?
the selection is still quite good. Got Paris, London, Brussels, and Vienna. Just choose which landmark you want to build a model of.
And then I can win.
Probably herself, yeah.
Journey from our stunning range will be raffled among.
It's not something that happened in the previous game, is it?
Win. Can I choose where I want to go?
You don't have to worry about a thing. We practically pick you up at your front door and take you to your hotel. Of course, the excursions are free of charge as well.
But you didn't answer my question. Can I choose my destination?
We'll do that for you too. Just build
That's
a model of
the answer. No. They mean no.
You will get a numbered lottery ball from me. All participants will bring their lottery balls with them to the next port, where I will personally draw the lucky winner of a fantastic trip.
I'm off now for a while.
Oh, what a shame. But you can come back anytime. I always enjoy charming company.
Yes, I would enjoy that too.
Yeah, I don't like him. I really don't. But can I now make the thing?
Something is still missing.
Doesn't make sense. Oh well. Can I look at the monuments at least?
One of the most famous landmarks in Europe, even though there aren't many people who would recognize it.
Well, okay. I can't talk to Feng Li about the picture that I put up on the wall. Just to, lie to him.
Hello, Mr. Li.
Hello, Miss Kalenkov.
Do you know that George Rooney is on board?
Yes, of course. He's sharing a cabin with the Pope.
Don't you believe me?
Of course not. He wouldn't board a ship like this if you paid him for it.
I wouldn't be so sure. Haven't you seen the photo on the wall yet?
What photo?
Come with me, I'll show you. Here.
That? That would be
Sorry.
a sensation.
I'm still suffering from a bit of a cough.
But what would he be doing here? No, it can't be. You just want to annoy me. If George Rooney was on board, I would have noticed a long time ago. And you'd hardly be seeing him alone without bodyguards.
He's traveling in disguise. Of course, that goes without saying.
Oh, we're lying to him.
He could buy a much nicer and larger ship anytime.
With some privacy, of course.
But with a bit of convincing, I could persuade him to take a photo of that false doctor. Then I would have proof that something here isn't quite right. There's this new series called Emergency Boat. That's why Mr. Rooney has to spend a week on a small boat disguised as a doctor. It's really the only way he can see what the working day of a ship's doctor is like, so he can play the role perfectly.
Sounds logical, but it seems too good to be true.
Just come with me. I even know which cabin he's in.
I can hardly see anything. Is that really supposed to be George Rooney?
That's what I said. You can take your photo now. It'll make you a star among the
It's
professionals.
because it is true.
But I want a copy too.
That doesn't help me at all. There'd be nothing to see on the photo except his back.
He's right there. I'll have to find some way of making sure there's more of him to see.
Okay, more of him to see. So I need to call him? Knock on his door?
That guy with the wig is in there. No matter whether he really is the ship's doctor or not, he's got something to hide. I need to convince the captain that there is something really fishy going on here.
How do I distract him?
My ticket for a potential dream journey. I'll build a model of the atomium. Even complete modeling amateurs like me can do that. If that doesn't win me a prize, I don't know what will.
Gonna start a fire? And kill everyone on board? Jeez. I'm not gonna do that. But I did already build a model, so here you go.
Here
It's
is
the best
my
I could do.
question. Can I win this great trip now?
The atomium. Well, you really have chosen the easiest of all possible landmarks.
Hey, don't put my work down. I went to a lot of trouble making it.
All right, this type of contribution also has a chance of winning our great journey. Here, please bring this ball to the prize draw in the next port. And with a bit of luck,
I'll soon be sitting in a coach full of people with smelly feet and screaming kids. I'm already looking forward to it.
you don't have to win the trip if you don't want to.
Yes, I do. Sorry, I'm just not feeling too good right now. This was
Yeah, Nina has really bad luck when it comes to vacations.
Maybe I'll have
Running into all sorts of trouble. Oh, good grief. Okay, so lost that. I got the ball number 27. Can I use that to get this guy's attention? Am I supposed to throw it at the door? Or can I do something with it? How do I...
that guy with the...
Okay, wait. I need to get him... I need to get his attention somehow. How do I do that? Take a peek at the walkthrough. Okay, I need to go and talk to our friend Oscar.
So much for that gorgeous weather. Something's definitely brewing up there.
Yeah, it's raining, all right. It's starting to storm. Which reminds me to save. So, give you the ball. Here, play your ping pong.
Oscar, you wanted to play ping pong, didn't you?
I can't. My ball went overboard.
I found you an almost perfect replacement.
Cool. Thanks. Oh, what's with the number on it?
Just ignore
Very
it.
special ping pong ball, and that's all I can say. And yet another chance of a nice vacation slowly going downhill.
Great, thanks. I'll go straight down and get my bat.
I'll just take these bongos to be on the safe side. A few hours break from this racket won't do any harm.
Yeah, take the bongo drums. Because it's too annoying.
Hasn't the barkeeper reappeared yet?
No, unfortunately not. If you see him at all, please send him to me.
Okay, will do. Nice and quiet here, isn't it?
Yes, how did you manage it?
Secret of the trade.
What a shame. I would love to know how I can avoid the boy's jokes in the future.
Yes, the kid's a crafty one, but I like him in spite of that.
He's the only good person on the ship.
Above all, I value peace and...
Although the porter is somewhat okay.
Great faith.
I still don't completely trust him, but he's still okay.
Normal level, at least for a short time.
I'm leaving now for a while. If I bump into the barkeeper while I'm gone, I'll send him to you, okay?
I would be very grateful to you.
Can I grab the MP3 player? Will the barkeeper let me take
that?
it?
You restored peace and quiet to the deck. It's the least I can do for you.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice. I got the MP3 player. What can I do with that? Can I hang it on the door and distract him with the noise? Or what? What do I do with this?
With an integrated MP3 player. Very handy.
Use it on the microphone. Okay. So what I need to do is to use the headphones on the microphone here.
Hello, Mr. Lee.
Hello, Miss Kalenkov.
Okay, now the photo should work fine.
Really? That would be great. Then come quickly. Yes, it should work now. But he doesn't really look like George Rooney. Are you sure?
Of course, he's disguised himself so that people won't recognize him. Otherwise,
It's the bartender.
roll peacefully.
Sounds logical. Another one for you. You've earned it. Here, this is for you. You just can't imagine what a
Sorry, I feel bad for you, Feng Li. I lied to you.
days of my life. Thanks a lot.
The pleasure's all mine, and many thanks for the photo.
I'm so sorry for lying to you. I'm so sorry. But I need to do it. Something's shady about the ship. Okay. Talk to the captain so we can tell him that the doctor is not the doctor at all.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I've taken a photo of your alleged ship's doctor. Either the guy just likes dressing up, or we're dealing with a swindler here, or perhaps something even worse. Are you convinced now?
Oh my god, you're right. But I don't understand. Could you explain?
I can try, but I'm afraid I don't know much more. The question is, shouldn't we take care of the false doctor first? He should certainly be able to answer some of our questions.
Good idea. Come with me. I'm curious to hear what he has to say for himself.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Sick bay?
Okay, let's take a look. Miss Jordan! Oh my god, she's dead!
Do you see the welts on her throat? She was strangled.
What do we do now?
I don't know. In any case, you should inform the police, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why did
damn.
this have to happen on my ship? If this gets out...
I was right. She's dead. So she only passed out
Worry about?
because
The one
of
lying here,
the drink,
murdered, and you're
but then she was strangled after, is what I'm getting at.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. It must have been the shock.
All right, but you should really call the police now.
Yes, I will. I'll send out a radio message and make straight for the nearest port. Please wait here and make sure nobody touches anything.
I can do that, but please hurry. I don't feel really at ease next to a corpse.
I don't trust anyone on this ship.
Poor Miss Jordan. Who did that to her? And why?
Yeah, why?
What was that? It sounded like shots.
Oh, fuck no. Oh shit, the captain's dead. What about Oscar? The captain is his father, right? Holy shit. But what about Oscar? He lost his dad. What the?
Nobody can escape their fate!
What the fuck? Wait, so the Puritas Cordis people are not just...
Later. Now, first we need to...
Oh my god! It's all true!
What alter what? Holy shit. So the Puritas Cordis people are not just cultists. They're like... just crazy. They think the prophecy is real and then they're making it happen? Okay, let's hope Nina survives that. But yeah, now we're playing as Max in Indonesia. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we saw like black robed like people with superpowers in the first game, so I imagine the cult people can control the water? I don't know. But yeah, meanwhile in Indonesia with Max. Because he's one of the main characters too.
It's pretty warm here. Yes, very warm.
You'll get used to it. Well, I sure didn't expect to see you here, not even in my wildest dreams.
Well, you know, when they asked if I'd like to do a photo documentary on Sam Peters,
yeah, this is Sam Peters.
It didn't take me long to make up my mind. It's a small
There's a
world.
spin-off game of her. I think.
I haven't seen you since our college days.
I think it's a spin-off game of her in this game, maybe? I'm not too
Still
sure.
in our early 20s.
Right. And you still look just as attractive now as you did then.
Thanks.
So, before you get so embarrassed that the ground swallows you up, would you like to rest for a bit? You must be tired after that long journey.
Asleep on my feet, to be honest, but there's a couple of things I'd like to know before I hit the hay, or my curiosity will probably keep me awake.
Okay, here's a brief summary. I followed up on some rumors about the existence of an ancient temple. After months of searching, I finally found it. A few weeks ago, my team and I started examining the outside of the temple more closely.
Your team? Where did they all go?
That's a long story.
Keep it short.
So make it short. Tell me.
Assistants and 2 colleagues from the university in Jakarta, but the moment we got here, things started going wrong.
In what way?
Like how?
Certain incidents. At first, it was things disappearing, then scaffolding collapsing, and finally, my 2 colleagues...
And you're still here?
Without a trace.
Without a trace? You mean they never came back?
No. Instead, this guy showed up and told my native workers that they were desecrating sacred ground.
What guy?
I don't know. He certainly wasn't dressed for the jungle. Went about wearing some kind of robe all the time. A really sick individual.
So what did he want?
He said
Lady, clear and concise, bullet points only.
And that only Puritas Cordis could help
Yeah,
us all the disasters that are about to strike.
Puritas Cordis? That European sect that keeps predicting the imminent end of the world?
Beats me. I would assume he was just some grave robber trying to get rid of us so he could have the temple's treasures to himself. That volcano hasn't been active in decades.
She talks really fast.
Your workers, though.
No, they didn't.
Faster than I remember.
Back, ranting about how something terrible would happen very soon unless they left this place at once. Next day, they found a dead orangutan in the camp. This animal is sacred to the natives, so they freaked out.
It's easy to kill an animal, though.
Fast and so far.
The cult people could have just killed the animal, right?
Since
Yes. I've sent for more people from the mainland, but these things take longer here than they do elsewhere.
So I've noticed. Have you been inside the temple yet?
No. I found the back entrance, but I cannot get the door open. It has a strange inscription.
Yeah, this lady is very excited. Like, she's talking really
I'll
quickly.
show you tomorrow.
Okay. I think it's time I got some sleep anyway. Oh, just one more thing. What's with the strange totems set up all around the camp? You're not superstitious, are you?
No, don't worry. But the peacock feathers keep the wild animals away.
Really? How so?
They see the big eyes on the feathers and think, wow, if that's the size of its eyes, how big is the whole animal? And then they scoot fast.
Oh, okay. But it doesn't seem to have worked on that.
Looks like
monkey
Katie
over
Rain
there.
2 is coming out in 2
Goodness.
days. I never
The only
played
one
Katie
left.
Rain 1, though.
When I walk over to the temple,
Do you think I have to play the first game in order to play the second one?
He comes to get me in the evening.
Because I've
too.
watched
your
people play the second, the first game, I mean. So I know the story of the first
I'll show
game.
you around tomorrow. Maybe your flirting will improve after a good
I mean, the
night's
second game looks
I'll
good,
do my
but
best.
I don't know if I want to play it.
Thanks.
Because I never played the first one. I'm too lazy to just play the first one again.
Sam, no funny business, or I'll bump you off in the spot. What's going on?
Don't get shot at.
Sam?
Do you not, oh my fucking god. What the hell?
You should be able to handle this, right?
Sure.
Remember, the girl must not
What?
cross our plans.
What?
The last couple of test runs were far from perfect. And if the dress rehearsal goes bad as well, we'll be facing one heck of a problem.
I get it. I'm not stupid.
Well, one could argue about that. But I hope you know what is at stake. This UN meeting gives us a unique opportunity. Puritas Cordis cannot pass up this chance.
All this about cults and shit.
I'm watching her like a hawk.
Hello? I am not a bimbo! And I won't be locked up either. What is all this about anyway? Let me out of here now!
We warned you more than once, but you just had to go all heroic on us. You should have done what your workers did. They were smarter than you and cleared out right away.
How dare you talk to me like that? I have a right to know what...
Shut it. One more word and I'll break your jaw.
I've gotta go. Keep guard here until I come back. And if she gives you trouble, just shut her up for good.
Okay.
You two fucking assholes. The fuck's wrong with you?
Another fine mess I've gotten myself into. I have no idea what they want from me, but they don't appear to be the most likable people I ever associated with. At least that one guy has left. He made an extremely brutal impression. I hope the other one isn't quite as nasty. No idea whether Max is still alive.
She talks very quickly. I know I said that multiple times already, but she really talks very quickly. She reminds me a little bit of Dr. Quigley Kim from, Nancy Drew Creature Kapu Cave, who just talks really fast, and has a really high-pitched voice and keeps digressing. She has that vibe, but cooler. Not as annoying as Dr. Quigley Kim. But yeah, Katie Rain 2. I don't know if the story is connected to Katie Rain 1, though. That's the problem. Because if it's not completely connected, I could play that. Not like I don't know what happened in Katie Rain 1. I've watched multiple people play that game. So I kind of know. I already know what happens in the first game. So, yeah, I could always watch someone again, right? But it would be some time before I play Katie Rain 2, I think, if I were to play it, because I want to finish the Secret File series first, and they have like 2 more games after this one. The 3rd game and then the spin-off game with Sam Peters. So I want to play those first before I move on to another game. But okay, so
Should I take the orange? Or maybe the banana? A raspberry, perhaps? If I had a drop of sherry, some lemon juice, and a little whipped cream, I could make a fruit salad.
I could take the
I
banana.
think I'll have a banana.
No, and also because I want to wait until I get my salary first, which is next week, I think. Yeah, I think. I want to get my money first before I get more games, you know. But we'll see. We'll see, right? I'll read up on it. So I won't get the game immediately, you know. I'll read up and see. You know, because I'm not in a rush to play Katie Rain, right? I have so many games to play before that. You know, before I add more games. So it will be a while before I play Katie Rain, I'll say. So everyone else will be playing Katie Rain when it comes out, just not me. I'm still with my retro games.
Raspberry might be a good choice.
I'm just gonna grab everything because it's not like I can do anything at this part, right? Just gonna grab everything.
I'll just take one of these oranges.
Leave the sass of the actual MC. Well, she's nice enough.
I should not remove more than 3 pieces of fruit or someone might notice, and the stupid guard will start asking stupid questions.
Okay, anything I could look at.
These scary faces are supposed to keep evil spirits away from the temple. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work for my charming guard.
Yeah, unfortunately.
No idea what kind of animal this used to be. It must have been...
Show me the money? Well, I don't have it yet. So not yet.
Expertly built. The guard seems to know all about this kind of stuff. Somebody must have brought it here, because the bogs of North and South Carolina are its only natural habitat. A bush with white berries, but at this distance I cannot tell what kind of berries they are. The bowl contains bananas, oranges, and raspberries. The first 2 are nothing special, but I really wonder how they got their hands on raspberries here. There is a hole right under that ugly mug. It's pitch dark. I can't make out a thing.
Okay, let me save first. Can I put...
I could push it through the hole, but then it would be gone, and I would be stuck with even fewer options than I have at the moment.
Oh. Signal rocket?
I could push it through the hole.
Okay, never mind. Bamboo tube with the wire.
Unfortunately, I cannot think of anything usable that might be constructed this way. Delicious. Unfortunate.
So what? Do I
could push it through the hole.
What do I do with this?
This construction doesn't roll very well. I'm putting the fruit...
Then what? What? What do I do? I don't understand.
What do I pick? Choices.
Roll very well. Oranges.
This construction
doesn't roll very well.
I could stuff the signal rocket in there in order to control its flight path. A fat lot of good that does me, as long as I have no means of igniting it.
I need to get some fire, I think. How do I do that?
What do I pick? A raspberry?
I don't understand.
I think I'll... I should not remove more than...
Hey, give me a second. I'm confused. Don't worry, I think confusion is general for this series by this point. Yeah. It is more confusing than other games, I swear. Apparently I need to take oranges.
Just put the fruit back.
This is a weird puzzle, okay? This is no logic. No logic whatsoever.
I think I'll just put the fruit back.
So I have to use the walkthrough more often than not, which
What?
I don't have a problem with.
Choices, choices.
No.
I'll just take one of these oranges.
It's moon logic. Yeah, it's moon logic.
I'll just take one of these oranges. I should not remove more than 3 people.
Okay.
Tell me.
Guard.
Hey, you! Will you look at me when I talk to you?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, of course I am talking to you. There is nobody else present, and this cage doesn't provide a whole lot of opportunity for going out, meeting people, and making new friends.
Huh? What?
Good question. A very good question indeed. Whatever is going on here? What do you think you're doing, dragging me from my tent in the middle of the night and locking me up in a cage? Okay, so it's a jungle out here.
He does have some attitude.
That would make Ivan the Terrible.
Some sass.
Huh? What?
You already asked me that a few seconds ago. Do you have a very limited vocabulary? Are you extremely slow on the uptake? Or do you happen to suffer from short-term memory loss?
Huh? What?
All right. Next question. Is the dim-wittedness of the average guard inversely proportional to the budget for voice artists who synchronize minor characters? I don't assume you can answer that one either.
Huh? What?
Oh, please deliver me from this evil.
The sass, man, the sass.
That animal back there?
What about it?
Am I right in thinking that the poor creature perished from a long and futile struggle to carry on?
Couldn't be one to mark this lady at this rate.
Huh?
She's fine.
I'll take that as a yes. I'll try and make it simple for you. Why have I been locked in this cage? What have I supposedly done?
Looks like you were in the way.
In whose way? Yours? Are you with that weird sect, Puritas Cordis?
How do you know?
Right. Now at least I know.
Because the other guy said so.
They have been bothering me for a while, but I...
You said it out loud.
So who was that other weirdo? His dress sense was even more outdated than yours. Where did he go? To get some fashion advice?
None of your business.
I beg to disagree. After all, I'm the one locked up here, and there has to be a reason. So I do think that it is my business.
I have mad respect for her courage and bravery for being able to have all that sass while she is
You are
caged up like that.
Trust me.
This wasn't really what I wanted to hear. Are they just planning to let
And the fact that they have weapons and you don't.
The face on the temple wall behind me is almost as scary as your dress sense and nearly as awful as your intellectual style of speech.
What?
When see bad face on temple wall, me get bumps of goose.
Just shut up. I keep trying not to look at it. But no matter where I go, I feel this thing is always haunting me, always watching. It knows everything I do, my every thought.
It knows what you think? Obviously, it doesn't know a whole lot.
Do not mock the face. It can hear you.
No, she's mocking you, not mocking the face.
Do. Make me wear something atrocious.
She's saying you don't have brains.
You see where it gets you. I want to leave here as soon as I can. Get away from here. Far away.
I am temporarily losing the necessary motivation for this conversation.
Okay, I can play for a little bit longer and then I have to
staring
end the stream because I gotta work tomorrow. See if I can get her out before I could end the stream, okay? And Valaya.
Place the thing on the ramp now and let it roll into the fire. But what for? All it would get me is a smell of burnt oil.
Yeah, Mondays. Unfortunately, it's not a holiday tomorrow.
Not a bad The signal rocket goes into the bamboo tube, and then I adjust it a little, and voila! We've got what I like to call a mobile rocket launch pad.
And here we go.
Design and a bold plan. Fits well together. I only hope my little contraption will stay on course.
And he just woke up.
Why do these things keep happening to me?
How do I know?
What a mess.
Probably because you're a main character in the video game.
Sam, what happened here? I vaguely remember.
Yeah, I used to date the main character. He's also one of the main characters, so.
They kidnapped Sam. What am I going to do?
He's a playable character, so he's important enough.
She could be anywhere. I don't know my way around the island, and there are plants growing everywhere. Not a chance.
And voila!
What was
Signal.
The signal rocket was fired near the temple. Did Sam do that? Or could it be a trap? I've got to risk it. I can't let Sam down.
There we go. I guess it's the perfect place to end stream. Because, as I said, I need to work tomorrow. Go dating the MC. Well, I didn't date the main character. He did. Max did. Max dated Nina. Did you miss it? They broke up though. You know? Which is sad. They just got together last game and then they broke up in this game already. That's why, like, Nina went on the cruise. Because she was getting over the breakup. It's not me, okay? I didn't date Nina. The only good thing so far is Nina's VA. Well, we haven't heard much from Mac's voice actor to know if he's good or not. But I will say, Nina's voice actor in this one is very good compared to the previous one. You know, like, wonderful job with emotions and everything. You know? But everything else with the game, I think, is on par with the previous game in terms of logic and dramatics. Everything is pretty much on par and not too bad. Just wish the writing was on par with the VA. Yeah, the writing isn't great, but it's not the worst. Okay, I can live with it. I still enjoy myself while I'm playing the game though. Although I might be biased a little bit because I have played this game and enjoyed it before, so I'm not that picky of my games, I guess. And I will say, for a game that came out so many years ago, can you look at the graphics? Does it not look good to you? This game came out in 2009. The game that came out in 2009 looks like that. It looks really good for a game that came out so many years ago. Let's see how the Gabriel Knight 20th Anniversary Edition. It came out around the same time, right? The 2010s era. That's the, you know, which surprisingly still looks really good for its time. You think that for a game that's so old, the graphics holding up pretty well. Okay, because there are some games that are from around that time that doesn't look that good. This one is one of the better ones. It does look better. But yeah, I really want to continue playing, but I cannot because it's 11:09 p.m. now. Yeah, 2014 for the 20th anniversary. Oh, so a couple years later. So yeah, I mean, for a game that's 2009, it's pretty good. You know, considering like the 20th anniversary for Gabriel Knight came out like many years later. And it's about the same. It's like really good. But yeah, I really gotta end stream because for me it's night. You know, I know you work night shifts, you know, the hermit gamer, so it is kind of your work time, daytime. You're supposed to stay awake at this time, you know, because you're supposed to be, you know, working if you're working. But of course for me, I gotta go get ready for bed. You know, and it's 2 hours later for Ghostly Aussie, which is like 1 a.m. But yeah, I gotta sleep. I got work tomorrow, you know, and so I gotta get ready for bed. So I got to see you guys next week, actually. No, I will see if I can stream Friday, if I have the energy to stream Friday. Because I streamed Friday this week because I got a sick day. Because I was not feeling well. But for this Friday, though, I'm not sure how busy I am at work. So I'll have to see if I'm up for it. But yeah, I'll see. But I will stream on Saturday as per usual at about like 8:30 p.m. You know, my usual timing, right? Y'all know my timing by now. So I'll see you next week. On Saturday and Sunday confirmed, unless something comes up, and then I'll post a story or something on Twitch to let you know if something comes out. I can't stream, but if nothing happens, if I have no plans, I'll probably stream same time next week, Saturday and Sunday, as per usual. And if I stream on Friday, it would be like a spontaneous stream. So I'm not promising a Friday stream. Because I know whenever I promise something, I kind of break the promise. So I don't do that anymore. But yeah, thank you all for dropping by. Mr. Back Gaming, is that the name? I don't remember names, I'm sorry. But yeah, then there's Hermit Gamer, go see Ozzy, and everyone else who's lurking. Everyone who's watching on YouTube. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. So for those of you watching on YouTube, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.